Brilliant. We're back to square one. You want me to lift people? Am I watching The Next Step India? Like, what's going on here? I've got all the strength of a strawberry. Wow. Hello guys, and welcome back to The Next Step. And today I'm super excited, and I know you guys are too, because we are heading on to episode 21. We are over 2/3 the way through season 1. Why are there so many episodes, guys? Why are there so many episodes? Oh, we've still got so long to go until regionals as well. But we are going to be jumping into this episode, and I'm super excited. The last episode developed Eldon and Emily's relationship a little bit more. And by developed, I mean sort of made it look like it's actually pointless them even being in a relationship together. Like, actually, what is the point? They're so criminally boring. And then we also had Eldon and Michelle starting a little thing as well. Not anything more than just flirting and cheeky chemistry. But I'm kind of more on board with that than I am with Eldon and Emily. I feel like I was here for Eldon and Emily until I saw them together and realised they absolutely have no chemistry whatsoever. Whereas Eldon and Michelle, I could see it working. Either way, we're going to jump in. Let's get going.
I've decided to get in some extra practice time, just to make sure I stay on top of my game.
Oh, rah. And do you know what? I got to give credit where credit's due. Giselle is actually quite good at dancing. She actually is. And I personally didn't realise that Loraxes could dance. But apparently, they absolutely can. Honestly, it's just another magical thing from the world of Dr. Zeus. Didn't realise they could dance, but clearly they can.
Giselle's solo is amazing. I'm really happy that I caught her during rehearsal.
I mean, it does seem a little bit weird to like be watching them from the back. Like, I feel like when you're watching somebody dance, it should always be from the front, no? So why are you sat all the way at the back? What's going on there, Daniel? What are you doing? Your boyfriend West is going to walk in any minute. Very, very well done. That was impressive. That was very impressive, Giselle. I'm impressed. I have to say, welcome to A Troop. Welcome. Hopefully you're staying here for a very long time.
Now that I'm back in A Troop, I'm never gonna take it for granted again.
You're never going to take it for granted? What's granite got to do with it? I have so many questions, and am I watching The Next Step India? Like, what's going on here? What is happening? I'm so baffled right now. I have to say, I'm thoroughly enjoying this right now. I'm really enjoying it. It's nice that we're getting to see different dance styles from around the world, not just different dance styles that are present within the US, like lyrical, contemporary, jazz, funk, all of those kind of things. But it's nice to be able to see different cultural dances as well, which I feel like are so interesting sometimes. I did a project at school when I did music GCSE, and it was about music from around the world. And I actually learned a lot about different dance styles, different music types, and sort of the Bhangra and sort of classical Indian music. I can't remember what it was called. It had, I think it started with R or something like that. But it was always such a joy to listen to because it's so vibrant and colourful in the way that the music sounds. And then when they're dancing in like beautiful, colourful outfits, it just makes everything so much more interesting and engaging to watch. The same can kind of be said for like the Brazilian samba, or maybe not Brazilian, but South American samba and salsa and things like that. Like, I find them so fascinating to watch.
They are really talented, and it seems that they're really inspiring our whole group.
I gotta say, the one on the blue on the left, she looks pissed off. She looks pissed off. She's had a bad day. She's thought, the last thing I want to do right now is be dancing in front of these silly little teenagers. That's the last thing I want to be doing today. But here I am, here to perform. Everybody else is big grins, big cheesy smiles. She's like, just funny.
The only thing about Bharatanatyam dancing is they would never be able to sneak up behind you just because you're always hearing their bells jingling and everything. So, you know, you turn around and just be like, haha, I saw you.
I don't think that we're going to be playing hide and seek with them. So I don't think you got anything to be worried about. Do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes Wes just says the most random shit in his confessionals and it is kind of funny. And then you get moments like this where you're just like, what? Yeah, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. That was a nice sort of break from what we have been seeing on this show. And yeah, I'm happy. Let's do more of this kind of shit. Let's get other people in to perform dances for us. We're also 5 minutes into this episode and we've watched 2 dances, which is a new record for this show.
Bharatha what?
Bharatanatyam.
Where did Michelle find answers like that? I don't even know where Bharatanatyam is. Where did Michelle go?
Bless him. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed as our James, is he? Oh, God, bless him. Where is Bharatanatyam? I actually don't know. I don't even know if I said that correctly. That just kind of rolled off the tongue, so hopefully that was somewhat correct. You've got to understand that it's probably somewhere in the region of South India, because that's what Michelle said, South India. So I'm assuming it's around about there.
We could do something like that, just the feeling in the heart. What if we do an overhead lift?
No, absolutely not. That's way too risky. We can't throw that in at this point.
Why are we throwing in risky moves like that? Let's just keep it nice, simple, but exciting, so that we're not risking breaking people's necks and backs and other things. Okay? We've got to be careful. And I'm glad that Kate, she seems to be sober currently, which is good. She's making good decisions for the team. I know we had some issues with her in the first half of this season. Drunk as a skunk every single episode. But she seems to have fallen back onto the wagon now. Or she was pushed, I don't know.
The girls are so high up in the air. The guys need to be so strong and sturdy. And if something goes wrong, you know?
I completely agree with Kate. I remember once at my old dance school, they asked me to do a lift. And I looked at her and I thought, skinny, lanky, 16-year-old me, you want me to lift people? I've got about all the strength of a coconut, okay? I don't know why I picked a coconut, but that probably wasn't the best example because coconuts are quite strong. I've got all the strength of a strawberry. If you threw that on the ground, splat, it's gone. Like if you threw me on the floor, I'd go splat. Okay, I don't know where this analogy's going. Okay, you get what I mean. I'm not very strong, or I wasn't at the time. And I looked at them and I was like, are you being serious? And then they tried to pair me up with like this little girl who, let's be honest, she was my age, but she was just tiny, trying to get us to lift. And I was like, there's about a foot in between us of like height. And you want us to lift somebody? That's not going to work. And they were like, ah, yeah, that's so true. That's so true. So I got away with that one.
I really don't know why Kate and Chris are against Giselle and Daniel doing the lift. They know what they're doing. I was kind of really disappointed. I mean, she hasn't even seen it before. And that's why I wanted to ask you guys if you could just take me through the helicopter lift. If you could just show me like how you do it.
Kate said no. Why are we fucking about with a lift that she said no to? We're just wasting time. Get back on with the regionals dance because it's not even done yet.
Front, I extend my right leg. He grabs underneath my right leg and my left hip. Okay.
And then Giselle jumps and I throw her in the air and her right leg is going to helicopter over my head.
Okay.
And then I catch her into the fish.
Okay, not quite what I thought the helicopter move was. I thought he was going to put her above her head and then just like start spinning her. And I was like, how is that going to work? How is that going to happen? Because I don't think it will is the answer. But I feel like this isn't horrendous, but I am concerned. Obviously, they'll have practiced this because this is a TV show. It's not like they're just randomly doing it. Like, they'll have practiced, they'll have rehearsed this so they know they can do it. But even so, like, I would still be like, oh my God, no, please, please, please.
We could go into Studio A. Yeah, if it's empty, we could totally do it there, right?
I don't know.
Are you not comfortable with doing it? Or...
Nah, he's worried about his ankle, innit? He still hasn't recovered from that ankle injury about 500 years ago. He's still concerned. I mean, listen. I feel like this show has really downplayed how good or bad this ankle injury really is. Like, they're making it sound like it's the worst thing in the world, but he's still able to move very competently and very easily. So I don't really know what's going on with it. Like, are we good? Are we not good? Like, at this point, what's going on? Come on, Daniel, tell us. Is it hurting or are you okay? give us some kind of indication.
This is a really risky lift, and I don't want to possibly upset the injury or injure it further.
You want to shine, Daniel, right?
He's definitely going to fuck up his ankle and he's not going to get that solo at regionals, isn't he? I can already tell that's the way the storyline's going. They've been teasing the fact that he's like, I don't want to lose my solo, I don't want to lose my solo. He's losing that solo, isn't he? It's going to be James doing it. I can already tell.
Hey, how was the audition?
After my talk with Tiffany, I decided to go to the audition. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I'm glad I went.
Listen, sometimes the best thing you can do is just go for it. Go for it, do it, get it over and done with. Because otherwise, listen, it's tough sometimes. It's tough. Auditioning is not fun. And especially when you get rejection after rejection after rejection, it can get a little bit daunting and a little bit tough to continue. Especially, yeah, just especially. I haven't really got anything else to say, I can't lie.
I don't know. I'm just happy to be back in the studio. This is where I always feel the safest.
Totally. You know what? Just focus on regionals. That way you won't think about the audition.
Again, I feel like that's good advice. It's always better to concentrate on something else. Whether you hear or you don't hear, there's no point fretting over what you could have done better, what you couldn't have done better. It's just better to just keep yourself distracted until you hear a yes or a no. And then when you hear a no, it is what it is. You just got to move on to the next one.
Look at this pomegranates. Just the way the red emphasizes the fruit. This is probably one of Mother Nature's best cream.
I don't think the juice server cares to hear about your passionate rant about pomegranates, West. Save it for Daniel. Daniel would love to hear you rant on about pomegranates and how good they are. This woman is getting paid minimum wage and now she has to hear about your waffling, your absolute waffle. They don't even serve waffles here. Oh.
Move to the left. Go. So I'm in the juice bar and I see this guy. His name is Marcel. I kind of just left his dance troupe without telling him.
And now you're assaulting some poor young girl to hide yourself. Do you not think that his eyes are going to be drawn to the random man grappling with a girl? Do you not think that that's going to make him go, oh, that looks odd, let me intervene? Because I think that's exactly what's going to happen. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, West? What are we doing here?
So I hide behind this little girl. I mean, I'm not proud of it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bit of an icky moment. Bit of a really icky moment, because if this happened in real life, the police would be called, he'd be taken to prison, and you'd never see him again. Bye-bye, West. I hope you don't drop the soap. Who am I kidding? West is 100% dropping that soap on purpose.
Hey, here's your juice, kid. He has a nickname for me. It's called Compass. You know, west, north, south, it's direction.
I didn't think it. I was like, compass? Like, point? Like, prick? I don't know. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? West. His name is West. Obviously, one of the compass points. Famously, one of the compass points, might I add.
I left Seeds because I really wanted to better myself as a dancer. And, you know, I really wanted to get formal training. I wanted to just be well-rounded.
Well, we've been trying to call you, and we haven't gotten a reply. We haven't heard from you. I mean...
Well, I mean, my phone died. What, for 7 weeks? Yeah, unfortunately, I just haven't had a phone for 7 weeks. I lost the charger. Have you not tried to Amazon you a new one? Next day delivery? Oh, I didn't really think about that. That's a good shout, actually. I didn't think about that. Let me get on that when I get home. Runs away, never sees him again. Moves to a different state. You have to. You absolutely have to. You have to leave. You have to leave Toronto. Is this where this is filmed? I have no clue. I think Toronto's in the... Is that in the French section? I don't know. Canadian geography, it eludes me. It absolutely eludes me. But equally, I reckon to Canadians, British geography would elude them too.
I dropped my phone, and it just hasn't... But, I mean, yesterday I got it fixed, so...
Oh, he actually went down the my phone's broken, but I got it fixed yesterday route. Yeah, you know what, West? You know what? Piss poor excuse. Piss poor. God. Oh, mighty. Oh, good God. That was horrendous.
Oh, I got a text from my girlfriend.
You've got a girlfriend?
Yeah, you know, it's been on... we're fighting right now. So.
Yeah, her name is Danielle. Yeah, it's not going well at the moment. I mean, she's complaining of an ankle injury, and like, I just don't really know what to do for the best at the moment. Yeah, it's tough. But anyway, see you later. Bye.
I mean, I want her back, so I gotta go and you know, console her.
Man, come on, we'll have a drink or something.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta...
Compass, come on.
Oh, that was so unbelievably awkward. Also, I feel like every single time we see this juice bar, the geography of it changes somewhat. Like, the layout is different every single time we step foot in this place. I have no idea how this actually looks. You know, when you go into, like, Central Park, it's the exact same shot because obviously it's a set. And you just know the layout immediately. You know where the bar is. You know where the sofa area is. You know where the windows are. In this place, I ain't got a fucking clue. I have no clue where this is. What's going on? I have no idea where they're sat. And it seems like every single episode we add a new place in. How is this happening? I'm so sorry. All I can hear is the squeaking on the floor. And it's reminding me of that meme where it's like... just so unbelievably awkward.
Okay, we need two things. You can't tell anyone what we're gonna do right now, and we need you to spot us.
Alden's not very good at keeping secrets. Alden is not good at keeping secrets. So maybe we shouldn't trust him with this one. Do you know who we should trust? West. Danielle's boyfriend. I mean, Daniel's boyfriend.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we're good. Good. We got this. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, is that all it is? I'm saying that like I could fucking do that. But is that all it was? Again, I really thought it would be like, you know, when it's like the helicopter, and it's like the rotor blades. I was imagining he was going to be like doing that with her on top. But no, it's just literally just she flips her head round and then he catches her. That actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I hear my phone ring, and I rush to the phone. I mean, I've been waiting for my agent to call to let me know about this audition.
Really? That's amazing. When do I start shooting?
So I'm on the phone with my agent, and he tells me that I got the part in the TV show.
Now, who's betting that the shoot dates coincide with regionals? Who's betting that? Because I'm betting that. I'm betting that's exactly what happened, and she's not going to be able to take part in regionals, and they're going to still be down a member. This show is so predictable sometimes, honestly. It's like they're writing all the cliches just into one season.
And then I find out that it shoots the same weekend as regionals. What am I supposed to do?
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Of course it would be happening the exact same weekend. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it ever happen in the same weekend? Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm shocked. I'm not shocked in the slightest, I can't lie.
Chloe, I need your money for regionals.
I know. I'll get it to you by the end of the week, just like you asked.
Povo Chloe strikes again. What is she like? Can't even afford the money for regionals. You poor person. Literally. Get back to McDonald's, work another couple of shifts and you'll be fine.
Because you know my door's always open. You can come to me about anything.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, end of the week.
Okay.
Her door's always open unless she's necking a bottle of Pinot. Am I right, girls? I'm right.
All of a sudden, Daniel and Giselle break formation.
What are they doing? This is not what we've rehearsed.
I know they're gonna nail the lift, and I know Miss Kate is gonna be impressed.
I don't like the fact that 5 or 6 people have now spoken about this lift, then breaking formation. This is going to go horrendously wrong, isn't it? I mean, that would be the most interesting route that this could take, is that the ankle injury actually comes out and this is really bad for Daniel. But I'd like to see them pull it off and to see the, oh, wow! But I'm not sure whether that's going to happen. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. There's too much, oh, we're going to do it flawlessly for me to believe that they are going to do it flawlessly. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
A thud, I know something must have happened.
I knew it. I knew it. Guys, what did I say about this episode being incredibly predictable? Oh, Daniel, you absolute melon. You melon.
Right now, we're all just waiting around in Studio A, waiting for Kate and Chris to come back and tell us what's going on with Daniel.
I can't lie, I've got no sympathy for him. No sympathy whatsoever. If you watch my Dance Moms videos, you know my policy of dancing on injuries. I think it's ridiculous, and I think you're just making a rod for your own back. It's ridiculous. If you hurt yourself when you're dancing or doing any kind of physical activity, do not continue to do said physical activity until you are healed and it feels better. Oh God, honestly, He should have waited until he was better, and then he could have just done wonders. That he was too worried about a solo being taken away from him, that he continued to dance, he did this stupid lift, and now he's fucked his ankle up.
Daniel's injury is serious. It's a grade 3 ankle sprain. A grade 3 ankle sprain means that there are torn ligaments. If it doesn't heal properly, it could be a career ender.
He fucked around, he found out. That's what you get. I'm sorry. Literally no sympathy for him. He should have taken it out. He should have taken time out to let himself heal better. When I sprained my ankle whilst I was at uni, I took the week off. Probably should have taken a little bit longer, but I took the week off. I didn't dance for a week. All I had to do was just walk around on it and just strengthen it up a little bit. But I didn't dance, I didn't tap, I didn't do any of that. I made sure that my ankle got the week off from everything but walking around. So that's sometimes just what you got to do.
As soon as Chris tells us that Daniel was out for regionals, I'm completely bummed. That's his career on the line.
So now we've got to find another member to fill in his spot. Brilliant. We're back to square one. Just when we got a full team, Giselle, the Lorax, and Daniel decided to do a silly little helicopter lift. Helicopter, helicopter. Sorry, every time I hear that, you just have to say helicopter, helicopter. Anyway, moving on. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just for a little silly stunt. Idiots.
This is all your fault. Are you happy now? Because if you would have just listened to Kate and Chris and not let them do the lift, this wouldn't have happened. You're the dance captain.
As much as Stephanie's tone right now, very pointed, and I don't appreciate it, she's right. She's absolutely categorically right. It is Michelle's fault. And yeah, fuck's sake, Michelle. Fuck's sake.
No, it's definitely Daniel's responsibility. He knew his ankle was hurt. He should have said no to the lift.
Wait, so you're saying you knew that he was injured and didn't tell us?
Oh, James. Oh, you kind of just, like, shafted yourself there, haven't you? I forgot that he knew about the ankle injury, so interesting time to bring that back up, I guess.
I don't think Michelle deserves everything that Stephanie's saying to her.
I'm really sorry, guys. It's all my fault.
No one's fault.
It's hers. It's very
Michelle's fault.
Yeah, I knew this was going to turn into a group argument. Half of them are blaming Michelle. Half of them are blaming Daniel. No one's blaming the Lorax over there. She's just one with the trees at this point. She's like, hello, I just speak for the trees.
I'm already practicing the solo. Since Daniel's not going to regionals, it falls on my shoulders now.
I'm fine with James doing the solo personally. I'm fine with it. I don't feel like I care enough. I don't think I care enough who gets this solo, do you know what I mean? I just care that it does well, do you know what I mean? So, Daniel, you fucked yourself up at the end of the day. You screwed yourself over. So, you deserve to have the solo taken away from you. Even though it was always going to be taken away from you because you're out for regionals, but you know what I mean.
I ripped the ligaments pretty badly, and it looks like I'm gonna need surgery. And the doctors say I won't be able to dance for months.
Months. Rah. Yeah, tough. But let this be a lesson to everyone out there who injures themselves and goes, oh, it's fine, I'll just keep going. Let this be a lesson to all of you.
Dance.
Saying bye to Daniel is really hard. I mean, I know it's hurting him inside because he has to let go of the studio.
He's not fucking dying. He's just injured. Okay, he'll be fine. He just needs to rest up and heal and have some surgery, and that's about it. Everyone's being so dramatic about this right now. I feel like I was really harsh with the way I was talking about Daniel and the way I was kind of like, well, it's his own fault, etc, etc. But I do genuinely believe that he should have just been honest and open and not had his whole, they're going to take my solo away from me because look where this has gotten you. Your solo's been taken away from you and now you can't dance at regionals. So, oh God, good life lesson for everybody. Don't ignore injuries because they just get worse with time if you don't leave them to heal. Anyway, that is all we got time for today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well, and I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. But until then, make sure to keep on ranting, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now! See ya.